M157, today it's Monday, June 13. On Saturday I said, screw it, let's go home because the weekend, okay? And I said, since I have the upper bearings and the thrust washers that they came with the block, with a new block, and have already cleaned the crankshaft bearing caps down here, and need only one clean the crankshaft because I keep it out there without wrapping it. I said, okay, let's find the 5 lower bearings. I think I make a mistake also. I said blue, it's not blue, it's a yellow. Okay. No, for the lower, sorry. Anyhow. Yeah. So I check with the plastic gates, everything looks okay. I torque it down and I mount the crankshaft. The oil jets, you're gonna see that later, that's a new one inside. Obviously, since I have a new one, I'm gonna use a new one. Came with the block, and I put back the pins, this for the guides. I put also for the intermediate gear here, the new bolt with the new housing, not housing, yeah, okay. So moving on, continue with the connecting rods. I need to prepare the connecting rods, I need to measure it, washing it, measure it, see the weight also, and finally getting also the new pistons from back over there, from the box. Another one thing, I mentioned that I was gonna try to put the engine number, sorry, other way from this side, to print the engine number and see what's the thing. If, let us say, I fix a bracket and I mount the head here, this goes up and down, left and right, okay? You need also the table because it goes front and back. Alright, so I have to find a way to match it, to adjust it there. Most probably not gonna happen, to be honest. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do there. I might get the other engine number and I'm gonna see. I'm leaving it for the end, for the very end. I might leave it blank. We're gonna see about that. And here we go. Now, the new pistons, I have to remove the pistonings, yeah? Pistons, wrist pin, the connecting bearings in a row, the connecting rods, they're perfect, excellent, just need to get the weight, okay, don't be way off, let us say, looking good, pistonings, I'm gonna double check the pistoning gap, just to be safe, I'm gonna separate it and then I'm gonna install it by again, nothing more than this, nothing less. You're gonna see at the end how it's gonna look like when we're gonna put it together. Starting. It's with a light film of WD-40 after washing it to don't come rusty. Here we go. Okay, now I have get some weight, alright, from the connecting rods, the total, not the small big end. Now I'm gonna do that. Connecting bearings, the C-safe, the wrist pins, the pistons, the pistonings, like I said, that I remove it. Let's see the piston number 7. Okay, that's the piston number 7, brand new piston. Fine. Let's place it on the scale. 426.5, 426.4, plus minus 0.1 gram, it's acceptable. Okay, this, if I put it on the dot where it's supposed to be, oh boy, then this goes there, yeah, 426.5, 426.4, all right, it's fine, acceptable. Now, let's get the number 8 piston. Piston number 8. 420.3, 420.3. You see that you have 6 grams difference on the number 7 and number 8. I show you the worst. I have mentioned that before a couple of times that they're not so much precise, okay? And this was a kit if you like. It's not a kit, but in any case, we're talking about 8 brand new pistons. Fortunately, the wrist spin is a little bit better. Yeah, it's not perfect. It's supposed to be perfect because we're talking about the wrist spin. Anyhow, excellent with the connection of bearings. We are moving on now with the small end. It matters. If you are asking me, it matters. Not only for the big end, but also for the small end, because it has to stop the piston atop the center, it has to go down, and then it has to stop from down, and it has to go up. So 6 grams, it's too much. Let's say like that. And I'm gonna stop there. Let's continue. Actually, let's bring the book back in place. I just hide it. And yeah, and let's get the measurement for the this no need anymore. I can put it up. All right. By the way, on this one I have this tie wrap or cable tied. This where it's pulling down, so to don't have the connection pulling it this way and to be far away, otherwise you can have always different readings. So you have the cable tied here as a reference. It's not touching. I can bring a filler cage and show you. I don't know if you can see what I mean. It's right, it's barely touching, just to align it 100% with the gravity, if you like. This again, because I can put the connection, let us say, pulling it this way or pushing this way. I want to be always in the same position, this one and this one, to get accurate measurements. That means even if I put it 10 times, I'm gonna see 0.1 gram plus minus. And that's my target. Okay, let's continue. No, pause it. Let's go back. Usually, I'm not showing this for the stock pistons. Why? Because the stock pistons that I'm using, the 99%, they're used on. They're not brand new. So you can say, okay, it's a used pistons, let us say, from a different engines or whatever. Now I'm showing you this because it's brand new pistons. Then, like some other pistons that I have seen before, it's not, I think I make a video before, that there are some imperfections on the ring land, on the piston itself. That's why I'm coming here with a magnified glass here, and I'm checking each one of these to make sure that it does have any problem, just in case, because it's out of the production line, alright? Quality control, quality check, call it as you like, and if I see something suspicious, then I have to start the other camera that I have on the laptop, on the computer, that's microscopic camera, to see what's going on. And either I'm saying this to the customer, I'm showing them, or I make a video. It depends. So I hope to be okay with this in this case and to don't have any surprise. Better checking it than to be sorry later on. You know. So moving on. And even the clearance, it's not so much precise like some people they think. They're saying, Mercedes or AMG and they're precise. It's not like that. You can find much more precise pistons in the market as an aftermarket than the OEM. That's my opinion, by the way. Don't judge me. This is from my experience, from what I have seen up to now. Moving on. No need to mention anything. Let us say that I didn't say anything. I didn't mention anything. Continue. Alright, now at this point I'm okay. I have adjusted the big end, the small end. It screwed me up a little bit, the number 7 piston. Okay. Here I have the number 8 and the number 7. I can get different measurement. I can show you the volume, let us say, of each piston, and then we're gonna be completely clear. But I'm giving to you a doubt. Alright, and I'm getting the digital calipers that it's not so much precise. Alright. I'm gonna do this. I'm coming here. I have 2356. I'm coming here. I have 2341. Here 2356. Here 2323. If I get measurements, I mean, you can see the difference easily. See how much thick it's here at this point. See here, all the way around. There are some small difference, some small details. I mean, to understand, let us say, if I'm here, what's here? I'm gonna pause it here, I'm gonna go to the other piston next to it. Alright, this is the number 8, that's the number 7. The stock pistons, you like it or you don't like it, they have this small difference. When you see on the aftermarket piston, forged, billet or whatever, when you see, let us say, maximum half gram plus minus, in our pistons it's 0.1 to 0.2 grams plus minus, but anyhow, on the stock pistons it's a little bit different. Also the clearance. Again, I don't want to go there. It's gonna work fine? Yes, definitely. Just match the weight to don't be completely off, to don't put, let us say, it was, let us say, example, the number 7 is the heavier piston, yes, the number 8 it's the lightest. I don't want to end up, let us say, the number 7, the heaviest piston, with a heavier small end of a connecting rod, if it makes any sense. Alright, moving on. I have the data, I wrote it down. This is a good reference also for the future, because if, let us say, the customer comes after 300,000 kilometers to rebuild the engine, I'm gonna have this data, like what I have in most of them, and I'm gonna see if there is any wear or something, what's the difference, the things what I'm saying all the time. That's a good thing to write it down, to put it in a paper, so in the future, if it comes the time to open it again, you're gonna see, it's gonna be clear, because you have the first measurement, and then you're gonna have also the second measurement. That's the reason why I'm saying that I have to clean it very well, to don't have a carbon, don't have burned oil on it, to be okay, to be as the day that I measured it at the beginning, let us say. And one example. Alright, so now dressing it, checking the piston rings. Where you are going without this? I have to check the piston rings, the gap, and then putting it together. I have a combination, let us say it's going. One example, I'm going to give an example because I have right on my paper. Piston number 8 with a connector on number 8 and wrist pin number 1. Then the piston number 4, connector on number 7, wrist pin number 3. I have mentioned, I have write the numbers here. I have mentioned also the connector bearings that they have 0.1 gram. It's not crazy. Here's the wrist pin on a number. Each piston has a number down. It's a classic thing. Just like I said, don't end up to be one cylinder heavy and the other cylinder light on the big end or on the small end. I'm doing this thing. I can easily just throw it on and nobody can say to me anything. I have spent how many hours, but I'm not regretting it and I'm not gonna stop doing it. This is a peace of mind. And there are data that I'm collecting it with the years to know what's going on. Next, you know what, to don't be huge video, I'm gonna upload this part, and then when it comes the time it's gonna be in a row, you're gonna see the numbers actually. Then I'm gonna make another video to install it on the engine. Yeah, much better, right? To don't be half-hour video. Thank you.